Hi YouTube, this is Pecktec and I'm reporting to you from Denver, Colorado. We took a little trip out here to the mountains to kind of get a feel for what it's like out here and see the sights. It's been a while since I've done an aquarium update, so I think this week I'm going to give you one of those. I'm going to take you on a tour of some of my tanks and show you what's going on. Alright, let's take a look. First up, we have the 12-gallon Fluval Edge. It's been a great tank. I've really enjoyed setting it up. You might remember it from my last video. And I haven't changed a whole lot. I'd say the biggest change would be adding the heater. I have added one of those Fluval E heaters. I really love looking in at the top. It's a really interesting way to view the tank. It's a lot different than other ones. There's the heater there. One thing I'll say about these is they complain a lot if they're not in the flow of water, so be sure and add when you put it in, put it where there's a lot of water flow so it won't complain so much. I've changed some fish around and done a few things, added some autos, but for the most part it's pretty much the way it was, and you can expect a review on my next video. Next up, we have the 12-gallon Marinland Aquarium, and it's much the same as it was before. There's a lot more growth that's happening. These Anubis continue to bloom, and sometimes I'll get 2 or 3 blooms. Right now I have one good one and a couple of old ones. I've sort of let the Java moss go for a long time. I'd like to see if I can build up sort of a wall of Java moss in the back to make it fill it up a little bit more. And here we have the 30-gallon Marinland tank. I say that because it's got the Eclipse hood that not only has the lights but the filtration too. It all runs through the top. This tank's been going for about 5 years. It's great about blooming Anubis. The Anubis do really well in there. The population's mostly guppies and cherry red shrimp. And there's a few other creatures in there too, but you don't see them very often. I actually shot most of these videos in the dead of night. It's around midnight and I just flip the lights on. Fish don't like that a whole lot, so if they seem a little less lively than normal, that's why. So anyway, here you can see the cryptocore. They're slowly taking over the entire bottom of the tank. That started out as one plant, and it's over the years it's just grown and grown. But there it is, the 30-gallon. Next up is the 55-gallon, and again I shot this in the middle of the night. A lot of the fish had just been woken up and they're not real happy about it, but I wanted to show you this without tremendous amount of glare. I've kind of let a lot of the plants go in this. I just let them grow out. The Valisaria here in the corner seems to have really kind of gone out of control. I need to go in and trim that up a little bit. Other than that, there's not been a lot of changes. I have added a couple of new fish. This isn't a new fish, but it's one of the biggest autocinclus I've ever seen. I really love those guys. The blooms on the Coprophylla of this plant in here are pretty tremendous. They're at least 3 inches long. Here's one of the new fish. It's a cockatoo cichlid. I've actually started a tank and I'm breeding a different pair in a smaller aquarium that I'll show you later. And here you can see why they call it a cockatoo cichlid. They have this tremendous plume on their caudal fin, and they're really interesting. They're a little aggressive, but they make pretty decent community aquarium fish. And here we have the 2-gallon Fluval Spec. Again, I woke all my fish up in the middle of the night, so you can't see the beta, but he's doing fine in there. I did replace the light that it came with a small compact fluorescent that I had sitting around just because it's free. The plants are growing like crazy, and it's still a really fun tank. This is my 56-gallon tank. I guess I started this a little over a year ago, and it's been a lot of fun. We actually have this tank in our bedroom, and it's got two 65-watt compact fluorescents over the top, and it's grows the plants really well. I actually have taken out a few of the plants that I started with, and I let the ones that were doing really well just kind of go. This plant you're seeing now is literally taking over. The growth on the bottom has become really lush, and it's a lot of fun. The 65-watt fixture also has blue LEDs, and at night it lights up like a nice huge night light, and I love to watch the fish run around. The rainbows are one of my favorite fish, and I really enjoy having a tank just for them. They're a lot of fun, constantly moving. And then there's the African bushfish, which it's still his tank. He's a little shy, but he rules the tank in there. He comes out unless I have a camera around. This tank has been really, really neat. It's got to be one of my favorite aquariums. It's a lot of fun to just sit and look at when you're laying in bed. And that's about it. The last aquarium I'm going to show you is this 10-gallon tank that I won at the Customer Appreciation Day at my favorite fish store. I made a little coconut love shack for it, and these two cockatoo cichlids have started breeding in there. I don't have a shot of the babies, they're just too small, and the male started eating them, so I decided to relocate him. But there'll be another update about these fish as I learn a little bit more about them. That's all for this week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.